Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about a situation many of us have encountered when someone starts avoiding us. It can feel bewildering and hurtful, but I believe there's a powerful path we can take in response. First, let's acknowledge our feelings. It's natural to feel a mix of confusion, hurt, and perhaps even anger when someone withdraws from our lives. Recognizing these emotions is crucial. They are valid, and we should honor them. Next, take a moment to reflect on the relationship. What has changed? Sometimes shifts occur that we might not even be aware of. It's vital to consider the dynamics of the relationship and the context of recent interactions. One of the most common pitfalls in these situations is making assumptions. It's easy to fill in the blanks with our fears and insecurities, but let's challenge ourselves to hold off on those conclusions. Often the truth is far more nuanced than our imaginations can conjure. This brings us to the importance of open communication. If you feel comfortable, reach out. Express your feelings without placing blame. A simple "Hey, I've noticed you seem distant, and I'd like to understand" can open the door to honest dialogue. However, as we navigate this, it's equally important to respect their space. Everyone has their own battles to fight, and sometimes people need time to themselves. Let's practice patience and understanding in those moments. In the meantime, why not focus on self-improvement? Use this period to invest in your own growth, whether it's picking up a new hobby, learning a skill, or simply practicing self-care. You'll emerge stronger, regardless of what happens next. Don't forget the power of seeking support. Share your thoughts with friends or loved ones who can offer perspective and encouragement. Sometimes just voicing your feelings can bring clarity and relief. Empathy is another critical component. Try to understand what the other person might be going through. We often forget that everyone has their own struggles that may not be visible to us. Throughout this process, maintain a positive outlook. Relationships ebb and flow. Just because someone is distant now doesn't mean they'll always be. Hope can be a powerful motivator for reconnection. Finally, be open to various outcomes. Prepare yourself for the possibility that things may not return to how they were, and that's okay. Acceptance is part of growth. Whether you find a resolution or move forward separately, there is value in every experience. So as we navigate the complexities of relationships, remember that our responses to avoidance can shape our paths. Let's choose understanding, communication, and growth. Thank you. When someone starts avoiding you, it's easy to feel a whirlwind of emotions: confusion, sadness, anger, or even rejection. These feelings are completely valid. Acknowledging them is the first step in navigating this challenging situation. Recognizing your emotions doesn't mean you have to act on them immediately. It's about giving yourself permission to feel what you feel without judgment. Maybe you're wondering why this is happening or if you did something wrong. Allow yourself to sit with these questions for a moment. When faced with someone avoiding you, it's essential to take a step back and reflect on the relationship itself. Ask yourself, what has this relationship meant to you? How has it evolved over time? Think about the dynamics at play. Were there underlying tensions that you might have overlooked? Relationships are complex, and often they go through phases, some more challenging than others. By reflecting on the context and history of your connection, you can gain a clearer perspective on the current situation. Ultimately, this process of reflection can help you approach the situation with empathy and clarity, paving the way for more constructive communication if you choose to reach out. In times of conflict or distance, our minds can easily spiral into a flurry of assumptions. It's human nature to seek explanations for behavior, especially when it feels personal. However, jumping to conclusions can often lead to misunderstandings and unnecessary heartache. When someone is avoiding you, it's tempting to fill in the gaps with our fears and insecurities. You might think, they must not care about me anymore, or I must have done something wrong, but these assumptions are often based on our perceptions rather than reality. They can cloud our judgment and prevent us from seeing the full picture. Instead of assuming the worst, take a moment to pause and reflect. Consider that the person may be going through their own struggles, stress at work, personal issues, or simply needing time for themselves. Their behavior might not even be related to you at all. By acknowledging that there are multiple factors at play, you create space for understanding. One effective approach is to practice curiosity instead of judgment. Ask yourself what you truly know about the situation. What evidence do you have? Are there alternative explanations for their behavior? This mindset shift can help you approach the situation with a more open heart and mind. If you feel comfortable, reaching out to the person for clarification can also help dispel assumptions. A gentle, non-confrontational inquiry can open the door to honest communication. You might say something like, "I've noticed you seem distant lately. Is everything okay?" This not only shows that you care, but also invites them to share their perspective without feeling pressured. In summary, avoiding assumptions is about fostering a mindset of openness and understanding. By resisting the urge to jump to conclusions, you give yourself the chance to see the situation more clearly and respond in a way that aligns with your values and intentions. This approach can lead to healthier communication and ultimately stronger relationships. Open communication is a vital tool in any relationship, especially when someone is avoiding you. It serves as a bridge to understanding and resolution, allowing both parties to express their thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment or retaliation. First, consider the importance of initiating a dialogue. If you've noticed a change in behavior, reaching out can demonstrate your willingness to address the situation. A simple, sincere message can set the tone for an open conversation. For example, you might say, "Hey, I've noticed you've been a bit distant lately, and I just wanted to check in. Is everything okay?" This approach shows that you care and are concerned, rather than accusatory. When engaging in this dialogue, it's essential to create a safe space. Make sure the setting is comfortable and free of distractions, allowing both of you to speak openly. Listen actively, giving them the opportunity to share their side of the story. Avoid interrupting or jumping to conclusions. Let them express their feelings fully. This active listening not only fosters trust, but also demonstrates respect for their perspective. As you communicate, be honest about your feelings too. Use I statements to express how their behavior has impacted you. For example, saying, "I felt worried when I didn't hear from you," is more constructive than "you never talk to me anymore." This subtle shift helps to reduce defensiveness and keeps the focus on your feelings rather than placing blame. Furthermore, be prepared for various outcomes. The person you're reaching out to might not be ready to talk, or they may have a different perspective than you anticipated. It's important to approach the conversation with an open mind and be willing to hear their truth, even if it's difficult to accept. Lastly, follow up after your initial conversation. This reinforces your commitment to open communication and shows that you value the relationship. A simple message expressing appreciation for their honesty can go a long way. In essence, open communication is about fostering a dialogue rooted in empathy and understanding. By approaching the situation with kindness and a willingness to listen, you not only address the current avoidance, but also strengthen the foundation of your relationship for the future. Respecting someone's space is a crucial aspect of navigating relationships, particularly when you sense that they are avoiding you. While it can be tempting to reach out repeatedly or demand answers, honoring their need for space can foster healthier interactions and ultimately lead to better outcomes. First, recognize that everyone has different thresholds for social interaction and personal time. Just as you might need space during challenging moments, so might the other person. This is not necessarily a reflection of their feelings toward you, rather, it might stem from their own struggles or need for introspection. Understanding this principle is essential. When you respect their space, you communicate that you value their autonomy and emotional well-being. This can help alleviate any pressure they might feel from your attempts to engage them. It shows that you care enough to allow them to process their feelings in their own time. If you've reached out and the response has been minimal or non-existent, it's important to pull back and give them the time they need. This doesn't mean you should cut off all communication indefinitely, but rather allow them the freedom to come back to you when they're ready. Acknowledge that it's okay for them to take time for themselves without making it personal. You can also send a gentle message expressing your understanding. Something like, "I just want you to know I'm here when you're ready to talk," can reassure them that you care without pressuring them for a response. This reinforces that you respect their space while keeping the door open for future communication. Start by reflecting on your personal goals and aspirations. Are there skills you've always wanted to develop or hobbies you've put on the back burner? Now is the perfect moment to explore those interests. Whether it's taking a class, picking up a new hobby, or diving into a book you've been wanting to read, these activities can enrich your life and provide a healthy distraction. Physical health is another area where self-improvement can flourish. Engaging in regular exercise, maintaining a balanced diet, or practicing mindfulness through meditation or yoga can significantly boost your mood and resilience. When you take care of your body, you also strengthen your mind, making it easier to navigate emotional challenges. Emotional self-improvement is equally important. Consider journaling your thoughts and feelings as a way to process what you're experiencing. This practice can provide clarity and help you articulate your emotions. Additionally, seeking support from friends or a therapist can be incredibly beneficial. Talking about your feelings in a safe space can help you gain perspective and develop coping strategies. As you focus on your self-improvement journey, remember to celebrate small victories. Acknowledge your progress, whether it's learning a new skill, sticking to a workout routine, or simply gaining insight into your feelings. These small wins can enhance your self-esteem and reinforce your commitment to personal growth. Moreover, self-improvement is not just about individual endeavors, it can also lead to better relationships in the long run. By investing in yourself, you become more confident and emotionally resilient, which can positively impact how you connect with others. When the time comes to engage with the person who's been avoiding you, you'll bring a stronger, more grounded version of yourself to the table. When you talk about your situation, be open about your feelings and the impact the avoidance has had on you. This vulnerability fosters deeper connections and encourages those you confide in to share their own experiences, creating a mutual understanding. You might discover that others have faced similar situations, which can help normalize your feelings and provide insights on how they coped. In addition to informal support, consider seeking guidance from a mental health professional. Therapists or counselors can provide a safe, confidential space for you to explore your emotions more deeply. They can help you develop coping strategies, improve your emotional resilience, and gain a clearer understanding of the dynamics at play in your relationships. Professional support can be particularly useful if you find that feelings of hurt or anxiety linger, affecting your overall well-being. Another option is to join support groups or online forums. These platforms can connect you with individuals experiencing similar challenges. Sharing experiences in a group setting can be cathartic, allowing you to gain new perspectives and insights. Sometimes, hearing how others have navigated similar situations can inspire hope and offer practical solutions. When seeking support, remember that you don't have to go through this alone. Acknowledging that you need help is a strength, not a weakness. It demonstrates self-awareness and a desire for growth. Surrounding yourself with supportive people can create a nurturing environment that fosters healing and personal development. Lastly, as you receive support, be mindful of reciprocating. Relationships are a two-way street, and being there for others in their times of need can strengthen those connections. By building a supportive community, you not only help yourself but also contribute positively to the lives of those around you. In summary, seeking support is a powerful tool during times of avoidance in relationships. By reaching out to friends, family, or professionals, you can gain clarity, reassurance, and valuable insights that aid in your emotional journey. Embrace the power of connection. It can be a transformative experience that ultimately leads to personal growth and stronger relationships. Staying positive during times when someone is avoiding you can be challenging, but it is crucial for maintaining your emotional well-being and resilience. A positive mindset not only helps you cope with the situation, but can also set the stage for future interactions, whether they lead to reconciliation or personal growth. First, it's essential to recognize the power of your thoughts. Our mindset greatly influences how we perceive situations and respond to challenges. When someone is distancing themselves, it's easy to spiral into negative thoughts, questioning your worth, feeling rejected, or assuming the worst. Instead, try to reframe your perspective. Instead of viewing the situation as a personal failure, consider it an opportunity for reflection and growth. One effective way to cultivate positivity is through gratitude. Take time each day to acknowledge the things you appreciate in your life, whether they're small joys or significant achievements. Keeping a gratitude journal can be a powerful practice, helping you focus on the positive aspects of your life rather than the current distressing situation. This shift in focus can create a sense of balance and help you remember that there are many sources of joy and fulfillment outside of the relationship in question. Additionally, surround yourself with positivity. Engage in activities that uplift you, whether it's spending time with supportive friends, pursuing hobbies you love, or immersing yourself in inspiring books or podcasts. These positive influences can boost your mood and help you maintain a hopeful outlook. Practicing self-compassion is also vital. Be gentle with yourself as you navigate your feelings. It's normal to feel hurt, confused, or even frustrated when someone pulls away. Instead of criticizing yourself for feeling this way, remind yourself that these emotions are part of being human. Treat yourself with the same kindness you would offer a friend in a similar situation. Moreover, focus on the aspects of your life that you can control. While you can't dictate how someone else behaves, you can choose how you respond. Channel your energy into self-improvement and personal growth, as discussed earlier. By investing in yourself, you create a sense of agency and purpose, which can counter feelings of helplessness. It's also beneficial to visualize positive outcomes. Instead of fixating on worst-case scenarios, imagine various possibilities, including those where the relationship can heal and grow. This mental exercise can foster hope and motivate you to take constructive steps, whether it's reaching out for a conversation or simply allowing time to pass. Finally, remember that maintaining a positive outlook is a journey, not a destination. There will be ups and downs, and it's okay to have moments of doubt or sadness. Acknowledge those feelings, but don't let them define your overall mindset. In summary, staying positive in the face of avoidance is a powerful strategy for navigating difficult emotions. By reframing your thoughts, practicing gratitude, surrounding yourself with positivity, and focusing on self-compassion and growth, you can cultivate resilience. This positive mindset will not only help you cope with the current situation, but also prepare you for whatever the future holds, enhancing your overall well-being and relationships. Being open to outcomes is an essential mindset when dealing with someone who is avoiding you. It encourages flexibility, reduces anxiety, and prepares you for the various directions a relationship can take. Embracing this openness allows you to approach the situation with a balanced perspective, fostering growth regardless of the eventual outcome. When you reach out to someone who has been avoiding you, understand that their response may not align with your hopes. They could be ready to engage, or they might still need time. Being open to various outcomes means being prepared for both scenarios. If they respond positively, celebrate that connection and use it as an opportunity to rebuild or strengthen your relationship. If they need more time or are not ready to engage, respect their space and recognize that this too is a valid response. Adopting an open mindset can help alleviate the pressure you might feel. Instead of viewing the situation as a high-stakes confrontation, reframe it as a conversation, a chance to express your feelings, listen to their perspective, and explore possibilities together. This approach not only reduces anxiety, but also encourages honest communication, which can lead to unexpected insights. Additionally, being open to outcomes allows you to embrace the lessons that come from the experience. Each interaction, regardless of the result, can teach you something valuable about yourself, your needs, and your relationships. You might discover strengths you didn't know you had, or gain clarity on what you truly value in your connections with others. Another important aspect of this openness is the recognition that not all relationships are meant to last forever. Sometimes distance can signal a necessary change. By remaining open to the possibility that this relationship may transform or even come to an end, you give yourself permission to seek growth and fulfillment elsewhere. This acceptance can be liberating, freeing you from the burden of holding on to something that may no longer serve you. Moreover, being open to outcomes doesn't mean you should suppress your feelings or ignore your desires. It's about balancing hope with acceptance. You can still wish for a positive resolution, while acknowledging that it may not unfold as you envision. This balance enables you to maintain emotional health, reducing the likelihood of disappointment. In summary, being open to outcomes is about embracing the uncertainty that comes with relationships. By accepting the fluid nature of human connections and approaching situations with a balanced mindset, you position yourself for growth and understanding. This openness not only enhances your ability to navigate current challenges, but also prepares you for future interactions, fostering resilience and emotional well-being.